Welcome to episode 68 of Cocktail Hour. I'm Andy.
And I'm Rev.
And we are just damn happy that you're here, listeners. It's like, well, who the hell we're having? Who? What? Okay, anyway. But yeah, that's the kind of. I've had a rough day, and so has Rev. I'm telling you what, it's been tough today.
Today has been a complete and utter bitch. I came home and I went running and my wife looked at me like, I don't know who the hell you are. Don't you just want a beer? Can't you just have a drink? I'm not sure what's happening.
That's fantastic. You keep her on her toes that way. I like that. That's good. Oh, goodness gracious. We have... Do we have any announcements to make?
We have a lot of announcements.
Oh, good. I love it. Can I do the first one?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but go ahead.
All right, bitches, listen up. Bearded Clam Challenge. The deadline is looming. So get it done, get it edited or baited or whatever the hell you want to call it, and get it submitted.
It's not that tough, folks, and there's a lot of esteem. You know, is that the right word?
Prestige.
Prestige.
There you go. Although it's kind of it's kind of an oxymoron, prestige and bearded clam. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I mean, and now we've got Nancy Jean started up this whole thing with the bearded clam in Italian for the.
Oh yeah.
Because we all read The Crush and wanted to have our own contrada. And,
that's right.
Yeah. So we've got some submissions already. Mm-hmm. So, but we want more. We need more. Keep the judges busy.
What is this? The gentle, softer sherry? What the hell's up with that?
I'm really tired. I've had a hard day.
That's fantastic.
Come on, bitches, and we'll give you an award.
You get an award. You get it in
I'll buy you a trophy.
Oh my God!
With a bearded clam on it.
Oh no! And you get it in the anthology. It's fantastic.
Yeah. It's awesome, and you never know who's going to be reading these things.
That's right. Never know.
We've got publishers, who I'm not promising anything, but I mean, folks read this stuff.
That's right. That might be discouraging. Let's cut out that angle.
You'll all be fine.
Oh my God! All right, so
Cocktail Hour and bearded clam. That's all you need.
That's all you need,
and a whole lot of words.
And we also need more information. As far as, what other items we need to talk about. I know that was a crap lead in.
Wow, I'm not sure what
that was really. It was really crap.
I'm trying. The announcements.
Yeah, I was trying to push you into the next set of announcements, and that was just really shitty. Okay.
Everybody feel bad for us tonight. Okay, let's all have one big collective.
I know. I did the sigh. You guys do the. Okay. So, all right. Next announcement.
Okay. Okay. Well, we have a winner to announce.
Oh yeah.
From the cocktail, from the conversation at the bar that I did with Margot Moon.
Oh, nice.
We talked about her book, Grand Theft Equine, and the winner of their choice of ebook or paperback is Amy. Not the Amy that we have on tonight, but a different Amy who is... I believe this Amy is the one who's a member of the Mostly Lesfic group. So congratulations, Amy. And Margot has already reached out to you. So this is in the future. Okay. So
that's fantastic. Congrats, Amy.
Yay. Okay. Okay. Oh, you know who else? What other giveaway we should announce? I've got one from a publisher, but Rachel Spangler is doing a giveaway. Will that still be running when we post this episode?
I don't know. Oh. That's a good question.
We'll go over to Rachel Spangler's site.
Yep.
Huh?
Go over to Rachel Spangler's site or her Facebook page.
Yeah, and go see if that's still going on. She's her new book is coming out in 3 weeks, and she wants to give some books away. So there you go. One more giveaway announcement, and that is from. I'm probably going to not pronounce this correctly because it's German. And there are a whole 4 letters. And yeah, I think it's Ilva Publishing, and they have a new book. This is Jay's publisher, and they have a new book that's out right now called Walking the Labyrinth, and I'm going to mangle this name also, by Lois Clorek. Somebody can correct me later. Lois Clorek Hart. And Lois is big in the online fiction area. This is her very first ebook. So I think she's published some other stuff, maybe, but this is her first ebook. They are going to be doing a giveaway on Sunday and Monday, I believe. They're giving away 3 copies of Walking the Labyrinth. So I'll have a link in the show notes, but you can go to ylvapublishing.wordpress.com. It's ylvapublishing.wordpress.com and get entered for that.
That's great.
Woo! I'm done.
Oh, you're done?
That's all I got.
El finito?
El finito.
All right, well, listen up. Today's podcast is brought to you by audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at www.audibletrial.com/cocktail hour. Over 100,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. I had to do the pitch. Yeah, the pitch. I know I've got some credits over there again. I just haven't done anything with them yet. But what a great service. I really enjoy this.
Yeah. Oh, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, there are some new lesfic titles that have just been released over there too. So if you're looking for lesfic titles for your audiobooks, head over and check those out. Yeah, I've got a bunch of I think I've got 3 credits going right now. I'm still listening to the 3rd book in the Game of Thrones series. Oh, so good.
I haven't read any of the books, but I've been following it on HBO.
Yeah, it was so different.
Oh, my God. Well, yeah, I heard the first season was fairly close to the books, and then they kind of departed after that.
This one is crazy different.
Is it crazy different? Oh, well, I got to say, was it 2 weeks ago when they had the episode where the family was...
Yeah, don't say...
Oh, my God. I was like, what the... You're kidding me.
I had to power through and read a bunch of the books so I could get to it. Everybody's like, "You'll know when you get there."
Yeah,
you'll know when you get there.
Yep.
I read
It's
that,
true.
I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, go get a free book.
Yeah. Why not? What the hell?
Yeah.
So I think it's time to introduce our fantastic author guest.
Yes.
Oh, I think so. We have on today Amy Dawson Robertson, and she's a native Virginian. And she lives in, my favorite U.S. city on the eastern seaboard, because I like San Francisco. So anyway, but she lives in the D.C. area, so she's good people. Just saying. If you know nothing else about her, she's good people.
Excuse me, I dropped my pen.
Oh, no. She got stuck. Oh, God. And Amy is the author of the Ronnie Vogel series. Did I pronounce that right? Rennie Vogel series. I was doing it from memory. My memory shit.
So good.
Oh my goodness.
Also, pardon me.
And we're going to be reviewing her novella Midnight in Orlando. But
also so good.
Well, now you've heard all the show. Time to go. No.
Thanks for listening.
Yay! But so I figured I'd introduce her before we talked about the Saketini is the cocktail that we're enjoying. I think I haven't had mine yet. It's sitting in my tumbler, waiting to be sipped.
You're drinking it out of a tumbler?
Well, only because I had to keep it cold. I made it a half hour ago.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm. I had to keep it cold. I got 3 olives bobbing in there, too.
I got 3 olives, too.
Oh, my goodness. Well, 3 is my favorite number.
Serendipity.
We're not going to talk about that.
Okay, so, Amy, first of all, let me get my drink out over here, people. Okay. So tell me, Amy, where did you come up with this drink?
Oh, I did not come up with it. It's not my invention. I had it at a sushi restaurant. I usually have beer when I'm having sushi, and a friend of mine ordered the Saketini, and I was like, that looks really refreshing. I think I have to try it. And now it's the thing I probably drink the most of.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I just had a little sip, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did my sake like I do my vermouth. I swirled it around and pitched it.
Oh, that's smart.
So yeah, I like a dry martini.
Yes.
Mm.
Well, I did it the way the instructions said because I'm a rule follower.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You're killing me. It is pretty good though. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah. I like it better than I like a regular martini. I think.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. Well, right then.
Well, you have a bottle now. You can continue to make Saketinis until the sake's gone.
Yeah, I just got a little bitty bottle.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Well, this is yummy. Mm-mm-mm.
Good.
So, Amy, we're so glad you came on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And it's kind of interesting, talk about serendipity, that we're going to be talking about Midnight in Orlando that takes place at a writers' convention. And in 2 weeks, Rev and I will be attending GCLS in Dallas.
I know.
And I want to talk about that a lot, too.
Yeah.
About the book and, this, all of that. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Who's doing it?
I think Amy's doing it, right, Amy? Oh, no. Okay.
Summary?
Wait. Yeah, this is what the listeners don't know. I asked Amy before we started recording if she wanted to do the summary or Rev do it, because Rev kind of traditionally does it. And there's a little bit of discussion going on, and we never really settled it. But it reminded me of talking to other authors, how they say they can write a 500 fucking page book and then say that they have a really, really hard time writing the summary. You know what I mean? Like for the book jacket or, for their website or whatever the hell it is. But they have a really hard time doing a summary. I'm like, how can this be? You wrote 500 pages of a book and you can't do like a paragraph. What the hell?
I think that in part it's a different skill set. Writing a summary is more like, writing an advertisement. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's hard to boil it down into some succinct phrases.
Yeah, and you have to be careful not to give too much away.
Yes.
I wanted to, and I think when I wrote my review of Miles to Go a long time ago, right after it came out, that was one of the things that I had mentioned in my review is that...
I remember that.
Okay. The blurb didn't really match what I saw the book being about. It just seemed really different. So, I feel a little bad now. I didn't know you wrote that, so sorry.
Oh, no. I mean, no, I did write it. I think, it was collaborative, but the Bella primarily wrote it.
Oh, and, let's just blame them.
Yes, we can do that. But I think they're looking at it from, purely a marketing perspective. I don't remember why you thought it didn't match so well. I mean, for me, I think maybe the romance was played up perhaps too much. I'm not sure.
I think that might have been it. And I haven't looked at it again, but I think there was like some talk about can Rennie learned to trust, and there was something about her team or being abandoned. I think that was it. Abandoned. Yeah. Well, she really wasn't. All her people got killed. That's really not being abandoned.
No, that's slightly different.
Just only slightly.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, I'm sorry. We don't want to talk about that book right now. We can talk about that later. We'll slide it in later.
Slide it in later. Yeah. All right. So, who's doing the summary?
I think the Rev should do it.
Oh, Rev. They love it. Okay. They love it.
Well, it's just a novella, so it's going to be a super, super short summary.
Exactly.
Okay. So I listened to it today, so if I forget names, it's really nothing out of the ordinary. I listened to it a few hours ago, and I don't remember. So we have Susan, right? Susan Voigt, I think.
That's right.
She's kind of she's a very organized, put together attorney, very regimented, and she's going on vacation. She works really, really hard and decided, you know what, I can go and have some time for myself and indulge in this kind of secret passion that she has for lesbian fiction. So she signs up and gets registered for the Labyrinth Literary Conference, I believe, and heads on out to Orlando. Meanwhile, we have Nicole Green, who is a reclusive writer who has some definite quirks, some definite personality quirks, and she has decided she is going to go. She never has any contact with her fans. She doesn't. Nobody knows who she is, and she's decided she's going to go to the con and mingle a little bit. And they meet, and there's attraction, and hilarity ensues. there's loads and loads of characters that I think I recognize a good deal of them.
Yeah, me too.
I bet you did.
Mm-hmm.
So, hopefully you'll be willing to talk about that.
Yes.
And we can give our picks on who we think who is.
Okay.
See how close we get. So I guess that's it. So there's just a lot of there's some great misunderstandings, the point of view switches between Susan and Nick,
Mm-hmm.
and it's both of them are in the first person, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Mm.
Okay, well I'm done with that now.
Well done.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Andy, do you want to go first?
I sure can. I want to start out by saying I really did enjoy this. This is the first book that I've read that you've done.
Great.
I know I got you to sign my Miles to Go when you did a reading a few years ago. I haven't
languishing on the shelf ever since.
It is. It's sitting there. It's just in my to be read stack ever since cocktail hour, man.
I bet it's a big stack, and so don't feel too much pressure.
Oh no! I do want to read it. I definitely want to read it. But this one was short. And it was I think it was 145 pages on my iBooks, and it didn't feel like that. It felt like zip. Like I started reading, all of a sudden it was done. I'm like, shit, I want more. Where the heck? What? It was just fun. It was just pure, unadulterated fun.
That's
Seriously,
great.
I had a really good time with it. Really did.
When I heard that you had done this book, I swear my very first reaction was, what? Because, I've read Miles to Go, and The Loser That I Am, I have still not read Scapegoat. I bought it immediately after it came out, and I still have not read it.
It happens. I totally relate.
Yeah, but I've heard great things about it, and I loved Miles to Go. Miles to Go. It was so serious and intense, and just the complete opposite of Midnight in Orlando. And to be honest, when I I think Nikki had told me, you got to read this, it's really funny, and I'm just thinking, I don't see how it can be. They can't be from the same person, but it was funny, and there are a lot of different small things that I like about this, but I think the best thing is when Susan. And just so everybody knows, this will be there's going to be spoilers because it's really short. And how the hell else can we talk about it?
I know, right?
Without doing that.
I'm just hoping your spoiler isn't the spoiler I want to give.
Huh?
I'm just hoping your spoiler isn't the one I want to give.
No, I don't know, but I want to talk about Nick when they're having dinner, and I think that's dinner, and Nick starts talking about how she sits out on the porch and everything is quiet, and then the voices come to talk to her. And Susan's like, what? And the whole oh my God, I think Nick is crazy thing was just fantastic. Nick thinks that she's just confessed that she's the writer, and Susan's like thinking she just confessed that she has some severe mental health issues.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
What's what you want to say, Andy? I'm sorry, Amy. Did you want to talk too?
Yeah, Amy, did you want to talk?
Not really, but no, I just it's those misunderstandings,
Yeah, it reminds me of some of those cute little movies from the 40s. 30s and 40s.
And that's absolutely what the inspiration was, because I can get frustrated sometimes with misunderstandings that feel manufactured.
Yeah.
And this is certainly sort of a manufactured one, but I think because it's so it's sort of in the genre of the screwball that it's allowable.
Yeah.
And that made it feel okay.
Absolutely. It did not feel contrived. It had a very natural flow to it. And the characters, it was a little screwball, but the characters weren't really out there. You know what I mean? You could still relate to them. You could still enjoy reading about them. As a matter of fact, I about flipped over when I read about Nick destroying her room. So she was looking for what? Bed bugs? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the? You're going to actually see a bed bug? Oh my God, it would freak me out. And how she had to sleep in the tub. Oh my God, that cracked me up.
They had great. Both of the characters had fantastic conversations with themselves in their heads. Those were some of the best scenes, I thought.
Yep.
Yeah, when Susan's getting ready to break into Nick's room, it's just like something about what the hell, somebody should say, what the hell is wrong with me, and she says, what the hell is wrong with me. It was just the phrasing was good, the timing was good. It was very well put together, I thought, and your chapter headings were funny too.
Oh yeah, those were great.
Yeah, I was worried that people might get confused, and this would be an easy way, in a fun way, to remind people like whose point of view we're in. Yeah,
it worked. It was very good, and it definitely puts you in the mood to get ready to go to GCLS for the folks that are going.
That's great.
Yeah. So are you ready to spill who these people are? Can we take our guesses?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Andy, do you want to go first?
I was wondering if is it Jeannie in the book?
Yes.
If that was actually McGill.
It's absolutely McGill.
Yeah, and that screams
I thought
her.
So.
Yeah. and let me say that I did ask Jean's permission. I did send the book to her for a read through, just to make sure there wasn't anything that would make her uncomfortable, and she was completely fine with it. So I was really glad about that.
That's a fantastic character, and as soon as you start reading it, anybody that's read her posts, on Facebook or in any of the, I think she's in a couple different Yahoo groups. I mean, it's right there.
It was spot on. I didn't realize that's her drink of choice. What was it? Scotch and. Was it Scotch neat or was it Scotch with something else?
It was Scotch neat, and I'm not 100% certain that's her drink of choice, but I do remember her having a flask in the bra, and I think it was Scotch.
Sounds like Jean.
Sorry, Jean, if I've spilled something, but she was quite open about it, and it was very charming to all of us, and I just loved Jean right away. So it felt fun to. It just felt natural and fun to include her.
Yeah, I mean, how could you not? She's fantastic.
Yeah, she is.
So now the Susan.
Mm-hmm.
I only know one lawyer who's meticulously organized and has killer shoulders. Is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I hope she's okay with us talking about it.
I'm sure she is. She's so sweet. She could never be mad about that anyway.
I know. She's wonderful.
We're talking about.
And I mean, it's obviously not her, but there are. I recognize some characteristics there, and the Google Calendar thing. It made me laugh because I also have. I've got probably 5 or 6.
I think I have 10.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
so that was autobiographical.
Yeah, a little bit.
Fantastic. So we've got. No, it kind of threw me off a little bit because you do mention a new writer that Susan is interested in reading, named Bev, like Walcott or something.
Right. Yeah.
So that kind of threw me off a little bit.
I did that as a slight tip of the hat to Bev.
Okay. All right.
I can see how that could be confusing.
Yeah. Andy, do you want to go? Because I got a few more.
The only other one that I tried to identify and couldn't figure it out was the woman from GCLS that looked like the linebacker that came and said, "Yeah, you're Nicole. You're doing the keynote speaking for us."
I'm thinking that's got to be Pam Slaws, or I'm sorry, Patty Schramm.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I would say that character was a composite.
Okay. All right. And then I can't remember her name. The big shot, the one with the blonde pixie cut.
Catherine Calland.
Yes, that's got to be Karen Kalming.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, of course,
yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see who else.
Which I also asked her permission for that, and she kindly gave it.
That's nice.
Yeah, she's great.
Mm-hmm.
So is Nick based on anybody? I couldn't.
Nick is based on someone, but not someone you guys know. I have a friend named Adele. who Nick very much looks like and who is a very funny, quirky personality. She actually writes as well, but like sort of in a David Sedaris kind of mode.
Oh, God, I love David Sedaris.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, she's really funny. And just, she's hilarious. And so Nick is based on my friend Adele.
Adele? No, is Adele published?
She has published some of her essays in the Washington Post, and I suspect that she will be publishing a book in the future.
Wow. All right. Well, let us know when she does, because that's something I'd definitely be interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's very funny.
I'm trying to think of any other characters.
Nobody jumped out at me after that.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anybody else really got showcased. Are we missing anybody?
Yeah, there were a few just sort of throwaway characters, just brief mentions that were allusions to people we know, but nobody sort of with any lines, so to speak.
All right.
Okay, well, who? Tell us.
Well, I actually, at this point, I can't even remember the name, but I had a character. I think it's when Jean is talking about who her favorite writers are. And she mentions a series, and it's someone with two initials and a last name, and I can't remember what it is, but it's supposed to be KG.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then later, like at the dance, there's a DJ who's...
Oh, Andy Marquette.
Yeah, totally.
That's right. I forgot about that character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy was grooving that year when she was doing the
know,
DJ, and I was like,
so
"Go
funny.
get it, girl! Get you some." And she was just, the music was just, it was seeping through her pores.
I know. She was totally into it.
She was. That was fantastic.
Well, I want to know, after the two previous books that you wrote, which are very, very serious,
right?
What made you do this?
Well, I mean, if I'm to be completely honest, which I don't know if this is the kind of thing we usually talk about, is, I was frustrated a little bit by the sales of my previous books. And I thought, well, maybe it's because the primary genre for lesfic is really romance. And I thought, well, I would be interested to give that a shot. And I had the idea for this story, and I started to write it, and it just sort of seemed to come to me well, and I went with it, and I really thoroughly enjoyed writing it. Like, in many ways, much more so than I enjoyed writing the Rennie books.
That's something that Andy and I have talked quite a bit about, both, I think, on the show and definitely off air with friends, and that's the need for more types of lesbian fiction that don't necessarily center upon the romance, and
right.
To going back to Miles to Go. There really isn't romance in that book until the very end. And to be real honest, I seriously thought there wasn't going to be any, and I was slightly disappointed that there was.
I get that.
Because I'm sorry, my dog, of course, is trying to break in, so I apologize. Just the that's okay. I'm sorry, my wife is here to tell me to let the dogs in. Thank you. Thanks, TJ.
That's fantastic.
Okay. Now I have two dogs, so they'll be scratching to get out in a few minutes. So, I forgot exactly what I was saying.
About the romance at the end, and you were kind of disappointed there was some.
Yeah, I think it was a reminder to me how we have to have that in the books.
Right.
That it seems to be a requirement for publishing, and I think that's what disappointed me. Not with you or with the book, but with I guess the industry itself.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting question.
I just have to wonder, and if it's because there's just only so many folks out there that they've been able to market to, and there's just not enough marketing across different sections, or I don't know, but it just seems like if the romance novels are doing the best in sales, I don't know that that's necessarily an indication. Like, is it just because it's a small niche market? Is it just because that's all
that's available? So of course the sales are going to be high.
But I just don't know if they're reaching everybody. You know what I mean?
Well, I think a lot of people have given up. I think there are a lot of people that I've talked to over the last year or so to be honest with you, a good number of them are authors of lesbian fiction who don't read any other lesbian fiction because they don't want to read romance. They want to read thrillers and mysteries.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And horror.
Right.
But if you look at some of these smaller and newer publishing houses, they're listening and they're doing more non-romance specific books. So I think it's changing, and people are also demanding better quality, which is something else that we talk about regularly.
Yeah, we do.
Well, and that's really interesting, especially at this time when there's so many books out there, and it's very easy to put your own book out there without the assistance of an established publisher. I mean, I think you're right. I think that I think readers are becoming more savvy, and there's so much choice now that you don't really have to. In the old days, there were only so many books.
Exactly.
And I think you lowered your standards. It's like with lesbian movies, you kind of lowered your standards.
Did you listen to that Flicks?
Oh,
the Flicks
definitely.
And Swizzle Sticks? Yeah.
No, yes, I related to a lot of it. I mean, I remember, 10, 15 years ago, and it'd be like, oh my gosh, of course we have to watch this, and it's terrible, but it wasn't that terrible. It wasn't as terrible as the last one.
Exactly. And I think you're absolutely right. We were so thrilled to see ourselves, represented in media, whether it be books or movies or musical artists. I knew a lot of people that didn't like country type music that would listen to Katie Lang because she was out.
Yes.
And the Indigo Girls and those few. And now we can be more choosy because there is so much more out there.
Yeah.
Well, and I think too that it almost becomes, because it's so much out there, it becomes less important, and you're almost less apt to merely choose a gay artist. You're going to choose the best of whatever, and some of those will be gay, and some of them won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But I still go back to I just don't know if they're marketing to all different ages and cultures.
Oh no, and I agree. I don't think that they are.
I mean, I don't know how what the lesbian count is or the bisexual count is in the United States alone. But you figure there's I don't know what the sales are on any of these books either. But they're probably only capturing a very small percentage of the people that read.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So, and I think that's why the ones that do read are the ones, many of them are demanding the romance books or having the romance in a book, even if that's not what that story is geared toward.
Right.
Yeah, I've heard several people use the argument, kind of like what you were saying, but not exactly. That people are buying all of these books, so this is exactly what they want. And the conversation, I believe, the initial conversation that I remember the most, we were having a discussion with an author who would not back down and just continued to say, these are the books that are selling, so this is what you want. And I really got offended by that personally because she was talking directly to me. It's not what I want. It's all that's available. So if I want to read books that have lesbians in them, then this is what I have to choose from. But you know what? Since I've discovered so many new authors and different publishing houses and these indie authors, I don't read those same books anymore. I very rarely purchase or read books from the larger publishing houses because now I have more options, and the books that I am buying and reading from them aren't necessarily the same the same type that I would have, 3 years ago.
Well, how do you decide when you're going to buy a book? I mean, you read the synopsis. Do you send yourself a sample? Like, how do you make a final decision?
I honestly, I have less than a handful of people, I would say, that I trust their opinions, and if one of them tells me something is good, I'll give it a shot.
Right.
I don't read reviews. Which is, I know people say you write reviews and you don't read them. No, I don't. I don't go by reviews. And if the reviews that I do read, I usually wait until after I'm done reading a book before I'll go and read the review, because I don't want it to affect me. I really try not to read blurbs as much as possible. I'll download samples.
Too. Like, I don't want to. I like to go in cold. I don't want to know anything. I don't want to be influenced by anyone else's opinion.
Exactly. So sometimes I'll grab one off of a cover, or if I know if I've read something by the author previously and I like their writing style.
Right, like there's go-to authors that really, to me, it doesn't even matter what the subject matter is.
Yeah.
Like, I'll buy anything Ollie Volley.
Right.
I'll buy anything Susan Maher. You know what I mean? There's just like the go-to authors that that 98% of their work you've really, really enjoyed, so you're going to take the chance and get it anyway.
Yeah,
right.
there aren't a lot of new authors that I'll try without hearing from one of my few friends that it was good. And even then, if they tell me something's good, I ask a couple of questions, like, how is the grammar?
Oh yeah, she really does this, Amy. She really does.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're on the forum. You should, you haven't been there in a while. Not going to bust your chops or anything. But but if you troll around under the published lesbian fiction thread, you'll see, man, that's exactly what we're doing. How is the grammar? I read this one, it sucked. How is this one compare? Very choosy now.
That's good. It's good to be choosy.
Mm-hmm.
It is, and it's really nice because we can be.
That's
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
So there.
Yeah, you see.
Yeah. Well, did you want to say anything else about your book?
Well, I'm really happy that, because it was kind of a leap of faith for me. I had not attempted anything like this, obviously. As you've said, it's very, very different from my other books. And I'm really glad at the response that I've gotten. People have been really generous. They've let me know that they like it, and I really appreciate that.
Well, it was well written, and I don't think I caught any typos or grammar.
Yay.
Yeah, I don't think I did either.
So, I don't think I made any notes. Andy, do you want to talk for a minute?
Well, I can. You know me, I can talk, but I don't know if I'll be coherent, because that drink kicked my tired butt. Oh my God, I'm like over here going, woo, my eyes. Let's focus.
Okay, I'm going to look at my notes.
That's rough, man.
I take my
so
notes.
while she's looking at her notes,
I did catch KG McGregor. CJ McCallum.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, and I wrote down that I felt the sudden urge to learn canasta.
Speaking of canasta, my grandmother taught me how to play that when I was like 12 years old. Do you think I can remember how to play it? Nope. But I remember I enjoyed it at the time.
I bet it's complicated like bridge.
I don't remember it. I remember there's a tray and 2 sets of cards and people all over the place.
I
know nothing about it other than it popped into my head and the name amused me at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So these are some things that I highlighted.
Okay.
So yes, the only sort of porn I've ever been into is the latest Levenger catalog. Office supplies, yum. I'm the same way.
That's not right. That is not right.
And then, I've always found lesbians less inclined than straight women to make small talk with one another in locker rooms and bathrooms. I do not speak to people in the bathroom. Don't make eye contact with me. Just pretend I'm not there. I don't want to talk to you. I had no idea that this was, something that our people did.
Well, I don't know if it is something our people do. I tend to like to make grand generalizations about many things that may not be true, but I feel like it is. I mean, my boss has an inclination to be like we'll be heading towards the, in the general direction of the bathroom, and we realize we're both going there, and she'll be like, "Oh yeah, let's go together," and I'm always like, "Nope."
Yeah. Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
That happens to me sometimes at work too, and folks that will start a conversation with you as you're walking in, and then want to continue it when you're in the. No.
Oh my God, I do all of that shit.
Do you?
Yes, I talk to people in the bathroom in the gym. We have conversations on our way to the bathroom and use the bathroom. And we're still talking. As a matter of fact, I have been known to pick up the cell phone when it rings in the bathroom.
Oh yeah. Don't you ever talk to me like that.
I make friends everywhere I go.
See, I'm not thinking of it so much as sort of a antisocial kind of thing, but more like, especially in a gym situation, I always have the fear, like, they know I'm gay, they think I'm scoping them out.
Well, see, the difference is I don't give a shit.
Well, that is the difference.
That is the difference. Because to look at me, bing, 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 you don't have to have gaydar to know, right? So I just like, fuck it. You all know. So if I'm going to be polite or nice or say, hey, how you doing? I don't care if you're half nude because you're getting ready to go in the shower or you're changing into the locker. I don't care. Because I'm not seeing you.
Ooh, I don't take off my clothes in public. I barely get undressed in front of my wife with the lights on.
You know what? I just see it as, just being conversational.
I don't be conversational, but I gotta have all my clothes on and not be in a place where people are urinating.
Me too, but Andy, I think that your way is much healthier.
Well, I don't know about that.
No, it is. It totally is.
I don't know. I've gotten some looks, trust me, but.
You gotta stop staring at people's breasts.
Yeah, okay. I'm working on that, yeah.
Eye contact.
You ain't right. You are not right. Oh my God, that was hilarious. I had some little chickie poo come up and flirt with me at the gym Monday. I was like, "Woo, my God, I have not lost it." Woo! But I know, right? But seriously, it's just, you only go around once, and you might as well enjoy it while you can.
It's true.
I'm going to have fun writing up the show notes for this one.
You ain't right.
I just put bathroom etiquette.
Okay, all right. Should we play the game?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the game.
Who would you fuck?
Well.
So we're going to let you go first, Amy.
Not to put any pressure on her.
Yeah, not to put any pressure on you.
But don't pick the wrong one.
Yeah, don't pick the wrong one.
Oh, there's only two?
No, you can pick any character in the book.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Well, I don't know. I guess I would pick Nick.
Damn it.
Yeah?
Go ahead, Andy.
Pick Nick too, Andy?
Yeah, only because I like how quirky she is.
Yeah, she's a quirky one.
Looking for bed bugs, can't be conversation worth a damn. Sleeping in the tub.
You have to have sex in the tub. That's going to be hell on the knees.
I think I know, right? I think that's fantastic. You just slip her ass over on the rim. That's all I'm saying. But seriously, that's right. Hold on to that shower bar, sister. But she just seems like just a handful, and to me, I'm all about those quirky characters.
Yeah, Nick's cool.
Yeah, I like Nick. All right, leaves you, Sherry. Who are you going for?
I'm going for Jean.
You're going for Jean, yay!
With when she comes, swinging in with that robe, that was it for me.
That was it.
You're mine, baby.
Yeah, Jean was looking good in that scene.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah, she was just to me. She was the scene stealer for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm taking Jean.
Yeah.
Good.
The one in the book. I don't want any problems with anybody.
Oh yeah, right. Oops. Mm-mm. So
all right. Well, what?
Go ahead.
No, you go.
No, you go.
No.
All right. I was gonna ask Amy what she's working on now.
Well, even though I haven't had any time at all to write in the last month, I am working on the sequel, and I only have about 10,000 words left to write, and then I'll obviously have to revise. But I'm really still aiming to get it out before the end of the summer.
A sequel to Midnight in Orlando?
Yeah, it's going to be more of Nick and Susan. The title is Midnight on a Mountaintop.
Ooh. Will there be maiming?
Maiming?
Maiming. What the hell?
I'm thinking. I immediately think of Carrie Hunter's books, and with the mountain thing, and I'm just thinking somebody's going to get hurt.
Oh my
All
God.
I was thinking was maybe deliverance, but and it does take place in West Virginia, so there's going to be some stuff happening.
Yeah, but if that's the case, screw and ball would not be the same word.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. No. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's going to be coming out when?
I don't know. I really hope to get it out before August closes, but we'll see.
Wow.
Okay.
That's some pressure right there, sister.
That is.
I know.
So does that mean you're not going to be submitting for the bearded man?
Hey, you never know. I didn't know about it until tonight, so it could happen.
Oh, okay. So it's 10,000 to 30,000 words.
Oh,
I know
really?
it sounds a little daunting.
Just go to 10,000. That's all right.
Yeah, so you just go to 10,000, and then you can, if you have something that you've been kind of working on, just throw in the two phrases: cocktail hour and bearded clam.
Oh my!
But it can be. You can use bearded clam in any way you like. Like
and
it could be
so
the name
many
of.
ways.
Well, but there are. See, that's the thing that people get hung up on. It doesn't have to refer to to anatomy. It could be the name of a bar or a band, or it could be anything. And those are the only two requirements.
That's
not much. That's not much.
Mm-mm.
No, we don't ask for it. We're very easy. Well, Andy is. I'm more choosy.
Yeah, easy like a Sunday morning. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
you've
right.
got time. The deadline for submission is July 15th.
Oh my! I do not have time. Believe me.
You've got loads of time.
You have no idea how slow I am.
Aww.
I'm very slow.
You need to. You know what? You need to just find somebody that you can just dictate to.
I can't dictate.
You're really making this.
That would be really helpful. Then I could, do it in the car on the way to work.
I'll make it real easy on you. I'll make it super, super easy on you. You ready?
Yes.
We'll probably have a bearded clam challenge next year with the same parameters.
All right.
Yeah. This is the second one we've done. So
cool.
the parameters don't change at all.
So there you go. You can start working on it right now for next year.
Okay. I will do that.
If you want, you could put it on your calendar. You could put like monthly updates.
Yes, recurring calendar notifications.
Exactly.
I love those.
Just let us know what color you pick for us.
Uh-oh.
I'll have to give it some thought, but yeah, a custom color for sure.
Absolutely. Okay, well, Amy has very, very kindly agreed to give away 2 copies of Midnight in Orlando for our wonderful listeners.
Woo-hoo.
So,
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking what we should ask.
I
guess
know
we could
what
just
we
do
should.
the favorite.
I know what we should ask. Let's
What?
ask our listeners who they would fuck and why.
Or we should give them an option if they don't want to do that.
What? Come on.
I always feel for those bashful, shy new listeners who may be too shy to actually put something like that down.
Mm-hmm.
Who should Andy fuck and why?
What? Come on now. Oh, that ain't right. Come on.
How about who would you or Andy fuck and why? Or what is your favorite work of Amy's? And if you haven't read any of them, why the hell not?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, damn it. Why not? Amy wants to know.
I do. I want to know.
So, let me see. Andy, when's our next show? We haven't decided what we're going to do yet over GCLS. Andy and I are having a disagreement.
It's a mild disagreement.
We only ever have mild disagreements.
Yeah, we don't have anything major.
You can chime in, listeners. You can let us know. Because Andy, I think, may give into peer pressure.
What? No, hell no. You don't know me very well. I dig my heels in at that point. Trust me.
Oh,
Yeah, peer pressure.
What if I whine?
It's like I don't have
give you the sad eyes.
Guilt doesn't work either. So how about this?
How about if I give you a night with my wife?
Nah. Not that I don't love TJ, but I couldn't break up a good duo. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm going to tell her that you rejected her.
Because once you go Andy, you don't go back. I'm just saying. Okay, so we wouldn't, even if we recorded something in GCLS, we probably wouldn't have it posted until after we get back anyway.
That's true.
So how about we announce the winner just before the Chris Painter show on July 12th, or her show's on July 13th.
Oh, is that who's next?
Yeah.
When is Warrior Judge?
She's on July 27th.
Oh, I'm so lost.
She's so confused.
Wow, so we're giving everybody a whole month?
Well, I don't know what else to do.
We need to post something for the GCLS weekend thing. All right, people, you have a month. Damn it. I'm pouty now.
Oh, don't be pouty.
All right. See, I want Andy and I to talk to people at GCLS and record little snippets, and then come home and put it all together into a coming at you from GCLS type clip show, which I think would be fabulous.
I don't think it will be. I think it would be fabulous. It's going to be a lot of work.
What about video?
Video is a pain in the ass, and the file size is really big.
Yeah.
Video is hard to edit. I don't think it would be a pain. I will put all of the clips together. I'll do it.
Oh no.
I'm going to say we're going to do it. But we'll still give all you people a month. So get your comments posted by July what now?
12th.
July 12th is Chris Painter's show.
July 13th is the Chris Painter show, but they should have their comments in by midnight of the 12th.
Yeah. So post your damn comments, and we've given you like 5 different things that you can post your comment on. So, just post a comment.
And you got buku time. Mm-hmm.
You got loads of time.
Loads and loads. Ass loads.
It's too bad we didn't we don't have a show before GCLS, because then people could read the book and then go.
Well, they can still read the book and go.
Yeah, and then
As a matter of fact, those of you, everybody that's listening should go by Midnight in Orlando and read it, no doubt. But if you're going
it's funny.
But if you're going to the con, go get your damn
really
copy
should.
now and read it before you go to the con.
Yeah, and then if you win, you can give it to somebody else.
There you go. Exactly. You can be altruistic. Give your copy that you bought to somebody else, and you can take the copy that Amy gives you.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
It's got pedigree. Just saying.
It's an ebook.
Hey, still. They could print the email out and frame it.
Oh, no pressure on you there, Amy, to come up with a witty email to go along with your.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, so there's 2 copies. Now that we've gone way out of the way here. 2 copies, 2 ebook copies of Midnight in Orlando. Post your comment no later than July 12th, and we'll pick 2 winners.
That's excellent.
All right, I want to eat my olives.
I just ate them. Didn't you hear me going rah, 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 while you guys were talking?
I've been holding off, so I didn't.
Nothing like alcohol pickled olives, man. Woo! Those things are good.
Did you get the we didn't say how to make the damn.
Well, you make it like a martini, really.
Well, not everybody knows how to do it. I had to Google.
We've made martinis on the show before.
I know, but I don't remember.
Okay. Go ahead. Go bring up your Google. What do they say?
It says 1.5 ounces of vodka and 3/4 ounce of I use the measurement for the dry vermouth, so 3/4 ounce of sake, and then you put it in a shaker with some ice and shake it up real good and put it in a martini glass, and then I put some olives in there. I didn't have any kalamata olives because I forgot. But I have really nice big Spanish olives.
Well, you know what? The Kalamata olives really worked well.
Yeah, I think they do too.
Yeah.
Thanks for rubbing that
in. and by the way, that measurement it's a very tiny martini.
It is, but I'm not a big martini drinker, so I didn't want it. Normally, we double everything.
Oh, I already doubled it. That's why I'm woozy. Just saying. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I always have to double all the recipes that I try. Off the bat, no doubt. Because otherwise, it's like it's like a little bit of mouthwash. You know what I mean? It's like, well, you want to drink. You don't want 1.5 ounces. That's just a one sip for crying out loud.
I hear you, Boozy.
Oh God. Well,
So,
Amy,
Amy, are you going to come back and see us again when your sequel comes out?
Oh, I'd love to.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
Thank you so much for having me. This has been totally fun.
Yeah. We're so glad you came on.
Yeah, I love you guys.
We love you
I listen
more.
to the show quite regularly.
Woo!
Good. Thank you. Tell your friends.
Yeah, tell your friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And next time I come to DC, I'll tell you. You can tell your friends. We'll all get together.
Sounds good.
All right, cool.
Oh, wait, I have a question.
Oh.
Are you a librarian?
No.
Okay. Sorry, Nancy Jean.
I work in a library, but you're not allowed to be called a librarian unless you get your master's. So I'm a cataloger in a library.
Nancy Jean, is that close enough? You can post a comment and let us know.
Is that a Library of Congress? What are we talking here?
Don't
No.
She doesn't want people to know where she works. People showing up out of the blue. Damn stalkers. Do you want to be responsible for stalkers?
No. I don't want to be responsible for stalkers. All right, so say goodbye, and then we'll ask you off air.
Okay.
All right. All right, say goodnight, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.